Hello everyone, welcome to survival game, The Food Wars. You won't believe what happens next. Rob, like a culinary wizard, immediately rallied two pals to tidy up the food scattered around, helping the temperature return to normal. Meanwhile, Rob acted like a superhero, caught the 21st floor thief, leaving Yading aggrieved. He hadn't had the chance to munch on pizza for nearly 2 days, and the little chub was too weak to resist, so he aimed his sights on his rival. The chub was crispy outside, tender inside, and edible. Rob rejected the horrifying idea and threw its remains down. He then explained his upcoming plan to take the thieves to find the tall and slim guy, a person of mystery who was rumored to have met the Great Master. It's said that this master can survive a month without food, and when he reaches the foodless levels, he actually cuts off his own thigh. That's just absurd. Although nobody knows where the master is, his spirit has inspired everyone, and many started shouting about fair food distribution. After a few platform drops, Yading finally got her wish and joyfully devoured her favorite pizza. However, after finishing his meal, Rob shockingly tossed a plate of delicious food into the trash can, leaving Perrin and Yading stunned. Subtitle: Rob said to them, "Here, we've poured away the food that was prepared for those who sacrificed yesterday." Yading immediately remarked that it was far too extravagant. She thought there was nothing wrong with trying a different flavor now and then, and Rob agreed. So, he passed the food disposal task to them, but she insisted that everyone could only eat one type of food, and if they tried something new, they had to throw away their original food. The two quickly agreed. After finishing the briefing, Rob took the thieves up to the platform, praying to find the tall and slim guy. Now, the remaining tall and slim people were becoming scarce. Once found, the thieves would face severe punishment. In the following days, Perrin and Yading cleared excess food daily, but Yading couldn't resist a late-night sashimi bite. She sheepishly looked up to find all the people from the upper levels staring at her. Looks like she needed to be careful from now on. Then, Yading learned the art of sneaky eating and invited Perrin to enjoy together, leading to them growing even closer. Perrin helped Yading shave off the hair she couldn't reach, and Yading cleaned Perrin's dirty clothes. By the end of the month, the two were chatting non-stop. Yading mentioned that she used to be a mathematician, and last year she made a groundbreaking formula. Remembering those days, she recalled how she abandoned her hometown in pursuit of the fictional. Before Perrin had a chance to share his story, the sounds of cheering erupted from below. The food reached the 175th floor. Seeing everyone's excitement, Perrin invited Yading to dance. However, when they opened their eyes again, they found themselves on the 180th floor, which wasn't a good sign, and Sinbad knew the news cut off at the 169th floor. Yading was in for some hunger pains now, as strict prison laws were clamping down on many. The new faces around indicated that more and more people were meeting their end up top. Perrin could only comfort himself with "it'll get better each month." When they descended to the 180th floor and looked at the empty food trays, their hearts sank. In the days that followed, the food supply dwindled, and the hunger-driven wills of both started to waver. Yading even used her lighter to ignite her palm, enduring the pain. However, at that moment, someone threw down a severed head from above, causing the surrounding criminals to go wild. They believed this was a signal that the victim was being freed from the clutches of the savages. Perrin directed all his attention to the badly injured Yading, resolved to take care of her. Folks above were discussing the savages from the 168th and 169th floors, while the tall and slim were taking action. At this moment, Yading on the 24th floor was caught sneaking food to the deceased, and the upper levels were taking note. Before, Perrin was known as the 46th floor guy in the lower levels. Now they resolved to get the rightful share. Now they yearned to find that tall and slim guy quickly, to help the lower levels secure food for survival. However, Yading noticed that the woman from above recognized her, as if casting her death sentence. Yading quietly recalled her prison injury, feeling a mix of emotions within. Yading was forced to leave home at 16, leading a tough life, even losing her husband. In this prison, Perrin was her only solace, and she was willing to endure the hardships for him. She even harbored fantasies of turning everything around, telling herself not to miss any opportunities that might arise. Perrin attempted to stop her, but it was already too late. Yading dove into the abyss, engulfed in flames. Yading's sacrifice enabled Perrin to get supplies. He found himself on the 51st floor upon waking. Enjoying the height where he wouldn't go hungry, He met a new cellmate and felt like things were finally looking up. People from the upper floors began selecting their food and passing it up and down, but those who didn't follow the rules faced two punishments. One was facing death, the other involved facing harsh penalties in the higher levels. Against the rule-breaking savages, Perrin's new cellmate kindly shared the prison rules. But the new cellmate was unlucky, her plum was bitten. She could only starve and wait tomorrow. Suddenly, a commotion erupted above, as a savage appeared on the 564th floor, which was simply unbelievable.